Hey guys, it's Will from Tested. I'm at SCA 2015 in Seattle. I'm here with Scott from Marzocco. You guys have a new consumer level machine. I'm really excited to see this because I mean, you make these incredible high-end barista machines. You make great high-end consumer machines as well. But this is something a little bit different for you.
Yeah, this is kind of a new step for us into the home world. So this is the Linea Mini, and this machine is based on one of our most famous machines that Marzocco's ever created, the Linea Classic. And the Linea Mini is really meant to be a little bit more of a simple machine for people at home to use. Very durable, very simple in the fact that it really just brews and steams to perfection. So you can make that professional grade espresso at home in a very simple and fun way.
So let's run through and see how the machine works.
The first thing that I just want to point out for you is we have this paddle that starts the brewing. So once you push it over, it starts 1 second of pre-infusion, and then it goes pump to full. So there's just a little micro switch that gets turned right here to actuate the brewing.
So there's no manual pre-infusion. You don't have to fool with any of that stuff.
No manual pre-infusion. Don't have to worry about all the little settings that are going to, confuse many people. It's just set already for you to make a great cup of coffee. And then, of course, it has extremely powerful steam. So it will actually compete with many of our commercial machines in its steaming power. So you can take a steam pitcher with cold milk from the refrigerator up to temperature at about 135, 140 degrees in about 6 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of steam.
It's no joke.
So
it's no joke.
I mean, I know that the difference between the $80 espresso machine that you see at Bed Bath & Beyond that makes something that kind of almost resembles an espresso if you look at it, and this, you obviously start with having two boilers, right?
Yes. So one of the major things that you really want to do in order to get great espresso drinks at home is you want to be doing the brew process and the steaming process at the same time. You never want your espresso shot to be sitting for very long because as it oxidizes, it starts turning bitter. So what you're trying to achieve is having both of those things happening and then incorporating them as fast as possible.
So that you finish pulling the shot and your steamed milk is ready to go, you pour it right in, hand the cup over to whoever's going to drink it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and you hit your Shangri-La moment right at that time.
The challenge I know for a lot of home espresso in the U.S. is that 110 volts, 15 watt circuits. It's tough to do a lot of steam and a lot of boiler at the same time. How did you guys do that?
So there's new technology in this machine, and this is one of the big departures with the Linea Mini from the rest of the Marzocco line. So the boiler, the Brew Boiler, is new. It is, instead of our saturated group technology that was in the GS3 and all the rest of our commercial machines, this machine introduces the integrated Brew Group. So it's a little tiny brew group that's about 17.5 centiliters of water versus the normal 1.5 liters that are in the GS3.
Explain Brew Group.
So Brew Group is the place where the water is held, right? So the Brew Boiler.
Okay.
The Brew Boiler, right? So yeah, where the water is being heated is in the Brew Boiler. So yeah, it takes the water from the reservoir at room temperature, sends it through the steam boiler to preheat it, and then sends it into the Brew Boiler to put it up to temperature where you want to use it for your coffee.
Okay, and then from there it goes into the group head where pressure's applied and it runs through the grounds.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So in the integrated group, those are one piece of metal. So you can have this tiny little brew boiler sitting on top of the brew group, and then once the water comes through at the same temperature metal, it keeps it extremely temperature stable. And you can use less energy because you have less water there to heat.
Does that mean the machine takes a little less time to warm up as well?
Yes, it does. So this machine can go from room temperature to startup and ready to brew in 10 minutes.
Oh wow, that's really fast.
Yeah, so it actually makes it so that you can have a professional grade machine, one that you can really turn on and off. Whereas with the GS3, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to have it up, and most people aren't really willing to wait that long to get their morning coffee.
You put it on a timer and it's ready when you get up, right?
You get a little crabby after 30 to 45. 10, I'm just about ready to have it. So it makes it really an option for people.
So then, you can plumb this in like the GS3 and a lot of other machines, I guess?
Yes, you can plumb it in. Right now, we don't have the plumb-in kit available, but it's coming in the next 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
They all ship with the reservoir already engaged in there. and it's a 3.5 liter reservoir, and you can make about 40 to 50 coffees on it without having to change any of the water out. And that has some advantages too, where you don't have to drill holes through your countertop. You can control the quality of water that you're putting in the machine. That's another huge thing.
Right.
One of the biggest reasons that we see people have problems with their espresso machines is that they're using the wrong water. Water that has too many minerals in it or that doesn't taste clean. That's one of the biggest reasons we have any problems with espresso machines.
Scaled up boilers are really hard to make good espresso.
Scaled up boilers do not make good espresso, or espresso at all usually. Yeah.
So then, what's the maintenance like on this machine? I know you said it's a little simpler machine.
Yeah.
What's the maintenance cycle like for this?
So pretty much really what you should be doing is thinking about once a week doing a back flush on the machine. So you take out the portafilter, and there's a blind basket that you put in it that doesn't have any holes in the bottom, and then you'll run detergent in there, and it goes back through the solenoid valve and cleans out any of the coffee oils that are sitting in there and keeps everything clean and running smoothly. So you do that once a week. It takes probably 5 to 10 minutes to do the whole cycle, and it's clean, tasting good for the rest of the week. So that's the major thing that you have to do.
And assuming you're putting in clean water, you shouldn't have to do descalers and stuff like that, right?
No, you should never descale a machine. You should just use good water.
Okay.
Usually when people descale a machine, that's the end of the machine because particles will come loose and then clog everything. So as soon as you have to descale, you're probably in trouble already. Yeah.
So Linea Mini's out now?
It's available for pre-order on LaMarzoccoHome.com. We're taking pre-orders, and we're expecting to ship those in May or June. So there's 4 colors of it. It's the white, we have silver, black, and red machines that you can see. They're all the same price. It's $44.95 for any 4 of those colors.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Can we make some coffee?
Of course.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do that. Would you like cappuccino or espresso?
An espresso would be great.